Hello and welcome back to TRAXXfm. You are currently with us on a special interview on a Thursday afternoon. We are speaking to Mohamed, Moriff, Mohamed Sharif, the Group Chief Operating Officer of Bank Islam Malaysia, Berhad. And today the topic is very, very important. Jangan kena scam. Welcome to the studio. Hi. Mr. Iran, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Right, so let's talk about that. This topic, right, is still relatively new. What is Bank Islam's view on the proposed amendments to the specific act regarding mule accounts? A lot of us know what mule accounts are now in Parliament recently.
So Bank Islam, we welcome this new act, 574. This is to do with crime, and we see this as a proactive measure to protect the users of banking, online banking out there, of which there's many, and of which many have fallen in the hands of scammers. And specifically, this enactment is to address the issue of mule account. Mule account, whereby, and the definition of mule account is where individuals allow other people to use their account, not knowing that they actually are facilitating crime to happen due to scams.
Yes, absolutely. And for our listeners who don't know, it's actually illegal to pass the details of your account to anyone and let them use it on your behalf. That's actually part of your terms and conditions once you apply for a bank account itself. So yes, that is something that has been happening. And let's talk about Bank Islam per se. How does the bank combat mule accounts and other scams?
So, Bank Islam, we have done a lot of initiatives over the years in terms to combat scams and mule account. First and foremost, we run a lot of campaigns, awareness campaigns with the community to make them aware of the modus operandi out there, and there's several. As we know, we probably know about phone scams, there's love scams, there's investment scams. You name it, anything that can be scammed
will be scammed.
There will be there. Also, we share information on how to avoid falling victim to these scams. So that's one. Number two, we also have a highly technology system that is named fraud detection system that we use in order to identify cases where things look a bit funny, transactions are a bit funny, and then potentially these are accounts, that mule accounts that are being used, and we use these systems. It allows us to stop money from flowing out from these accounts. Thirdly, we work closely with law enforcement agencies. And at Bank Islam, we do not hesitate to even report some of the things that we see, especially when some of our customers, the irresponsible ones, when they actually allow other people to use their accounts, we will also convey that information to the police. And lastly, at Bank Islam, we emphasize on the importance of identity verification. At the point of onboarding, when the customers open the account, we will ensure that you are who you are. And in terms of whenever the customers do their transactions, we will also ensure that it is the customer who is actually performing the transaction. So in there, this is where on our mobile phone and our internet banking, there's usernames, there's passwords, there's secret questions and things like that.
Yep, and also bio verifications.
Yes.
So it is interesting how you're using high technology to be able to combat this. And of course, unfortunately, no matter how much with high technology and all that, still people will do fall victim to such scams. And who usually falls victim to mule scams, Mr. Iran? How can they get involved in such a crime?
Yeah. Typically, people who fall victim and become mule scams or mules themselves. These are people who are desperate. They come across an advertisement, typically on social media, WhatsApp, Telegrams, offering easy money in order for them to grant other people to use their account. So it sounds like easy, right? You don't have to do much, just allow that person to use the account and you get, say, 500 ringgit, 1,000 ringgit. So typically students, people who don't have income, like students or housewives, they fall victim. They think there's nothing much to it, not knowing that actually it is a crime that's happening at the back, where the money originates and then it flows through their accounts into several other accounts after that, but eventually that money will be taken out from the system. In most cases, the criminals, they will get away with it. They will get away with the money in most cases. But what the police can trace is which account it went into. So this is where if you're a mule, you will be complicit for that crime.
Part of the crime.
This is what you want to avoid.
Right. So although it sounds like simple, easy money, but then it's all part of a bigger crime profile right there. And regardless, knowing or unknowing, if you do this, you're part of the crime itself.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Mr. Ran, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. We're going to listen to a song. And once we come back, there is more to talk about, including the number of scams that Bank Islam has handled since as of June 2024. And we will be back soon. Don't go anywhere. You're currently listening to TRAXXfm. And we are back. We are speaking to Mohamed Iran, who is the Group Chief Operating Officer of Bank Islam Malaysia, right here on TRAXXfm. We are talking about Jangan Kena Scam, all right? And yes, he has what's that, a fan with the Jangan Kena Scam hashtag on it. And Mr. Iran, could you tell us how many scams Bank Islam has handled as of June 2024?
In Bank Islam, our staff who manage to assist our customers and prevent them from being scammed, we call them Bank Islam heroes.
Okay.
In the year 2024, this year, from January until June, 6 months, we've managed to prevent 2,418 cases of potential scams, and to the value of 20 million ringgit.
Wow.
So, yeah. So that's a lot of, what we find is these days, the volume of scams is high, but the value is falling because of the a lot of the fraud countermeasures taken by the banks.
Understood. And you said the Bank Islam heroes, and do you have any stories about the efforts that you can share so that our listeners can also learn from them?
Yeah, there's so many, KG, because like I said, there's 2,400, and every single case there's something unique, something quirky about it. The two that maybe I can share today is we've got a case whereby a newly pensioner, 55 years old, obviously he had all his monies from KWSP being withdrawn to his bank account, and we managed to prevent from that money from being scammed after he got a phone call from a scammer who impersonated as a police. And then he revealed all his banking details, username, password, which means that the scammer on the other side has already got access to his account. And basically using the fraud detection system, we are able to detect that he has indeed been scammed. We called him up, we managed to talk to him and prevented from him to be scammed further. The other case was this unique case whereby we managed to assist 3 of our customers who were from the same family. And we, again, through the fraud detection system, we were able to identify that potentially this guy has been scammed. So we called the son up, and the son said, oh yeah, I actually saved my password on the browser. And we said, no, don't do that, right? Because the scammers are already in your account now, so please change your password. So he changed his password. And then that night at dinner table, he shared it with his parents. And then the father said, yeah, I do that too. So he said, don't do that, don't save your password in the browser.
Yeah.
So he got the father to call, got the mother to call, and we prevented the total amount of money, because they've got like a family business. The total amount of money in their accounts were 3.9 million.
Wow, that's a big amount. And of course, unique cases, but then your fraud detection system is working very, very well right there. And there's a lot of our youths nowadays. They're getting scammed. Can we talk about the youth and the type of scam that they are most susceptible to?
Yeah, our youth, I wouldn't say just youth, but of
all
all
ages.
ages actually. But maybe more to the youth, because they're so quick at clicking things and without much thought. So the first one is phishing. By phishing, I don't mean going to the sea and fishing.
Phishing, yes.
But it's being aware there are a lot of websites out there that impersonate like the real website, a bank website, or a telecommunications website, and it entices you to put in your details, your credentials, your username and password again. And after you have done that, they would have known how to get into your account. So that's one. The other one is this thing called malware, whereby this is usually done by enticing customers to actually for promotions, like they say, oh, you can get durian for 10 ringgit, for example, but it's not available on any website. You got to download this particular app that I'm sending you. So if you were to download that app actually has got malicious ware inside, which enables the scammers to actually get information out of your mobile
Account.
phone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those two. That is, and then the last one is just typical phone scams. Really, that is still a lot out there going on. A lot of our customers are getting phone calls from people impersonating as whatever. What you need to do is really, if it's law enforcement agencies, I tell you what, they will not call you. If there is any problem, they will just turn up at your doorstep. So if it's police or anything like that, just put down the phone.
Yeah. Just put down the phone. Don't be scared. I mean, yeah, just don't be scared. Don't let these people on the phones fool you. We're going to take another short break, Mr. Iran. We're going to be right back, and we will be talking more about Jangan Kena Scam. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to TRAXXfm, and you are with us right here on your favorite station. And today we are talking about Jangan Kena Scam with our guest Mohamed Iran Moriff Muhammad Sharif, the Group Chief Operating Officer of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. And Jangan Kena Scam is something that they are very actively doing. And let's talk about advisors. What advice would you give from Bank Islam to our users to avoid becoming scam victims?
My advice to all our customers out there is to be mindful of all that's happening out there. You know, all the scams that take place out there. We need to know how it works, what they are, and how it works, and how to avoid. I've just explained about phone scam. We've gone through about malware scams,
phishing,
but there are also know that there are a lot of security features out there, whether it's on your mobile phone, mobile banking app, or on the mobile internet banking. So there is this username, there is this password, there are security images. So when you go to your internet banking, when you want to log in, for example, after putting your username, there will be a security image that will be displayed.
Yeah.
If it's not the same security image that you're used to seeing, then it's probably a fake website.
True.
So that is in itself a security feature. Do not put in your password if it's not displaying the right image. Right?
And I also have seen security phrases. Some of them do use security phrases as well.
Correct, security phrases. So again, if it's something not related to you, then again, don't put in, right? So those are just some features that we are helping our customers to actually know what is right and what is wrong. The other thing, again, I would like to emphasize is do not save your password online.
True.
So I don't know why system these days, they make it so easy. After you put in your password, it will prompt you to say whether you want to save it or not, right? Just be careful, before you click, and not be too fast. Really read what is prompted, and do never save your password on the browser. The other feature is to look out for a lot of these notifications. So every transaction that you do, there will be a notification either it will be sent to your mobile, previously using SMS, but nowadays we use push notification. It goes directly to your mobile app. Also, there is a notification going to your email. So look out for these notifications, read, and if it's not a transaction that is performed by you, that's potentially your account has been hacked and someone else is performing that transaction. So do read those notifications. If it's not you, call the National Scams Hotline 997 or call Bank Islam itself and report the incident. So those are the security features. My advice is to look out, to understand all the security features.
Okay, and before we end for today, Mr. Iran, what should customers do if they suspect or become scam victims?
If customers they suspect themselves have become a scam victim, firstly, please activate what we call a kill switch. A kill switch is available in your mobile app and on your internet banking. So log in and then you will need to activate that kill switch. What the kill switch does is it instantly kills any transactions or anyone accessing your bank account. So it basically allows you, empowers you to actually to be able to do it. There shouldn't be any more reasons you having to call a certain hotline, you cannot get through. There isn't such a thing. Secondly is call this number. This is the National Scams Response Center number, hotline number 997. Not 999, but 997. Call this number and you will be going through an agent where Bank Islam is sitting next to the other banks. And the beauty of this setup is it enables us to talk to each other so that we can trace where the money is and we can put a block or put a stop to the other accounts instantly. The third thing to do is to make a police report. Like any other crime, you need to do a police report so that the police can start to do an investigation on you. But outside that, I think just as a preventive measure, try and practice to change your passwords quite regularly. Maybe not, I wouldn't recommend monthly, but maybe at least once a year. Just practice that so that if your account has already been infiltrated, at least by doing that, the person cannot get into your account anymore.
True. So those are some of the advices, or if you suspect you're a scam victim, that's some of the things that you can do. And of course, educate the young ones and also educate our parents. Because sometimes they would be the one who's worried because they are very, very law abiding. So someone stating that people, I'm the police, they're going to immediately believe that they are the police, right? So I think that is the end of our interview for today, Mr. Iran. It's an absolute pleasure talking to you. We hope to see more of the scams go down, in numbers and as well as value. And let's hope for the best for Bank Islam in being able to do so.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Parting words, jangan kena scam, jangan jadi kaldai account. Don't become a mule account.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Iran. And with that, it's about time we end our special interview for today. We spoke to Mohamed Iran Moriff Muhammad Sharif, Group Chief Operating Officer of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, and we spoke about Jangan Kena Scam. Jangan Kena Scam.